Greetings and salutations, optimists. Today is Tuesday, August 1st. Brand new day of a brand new month. And market is very, very volatile today. I was looking at the economic reports. There's not too many heavily important ones coming out today. There is, here, I'll just throw it up on the screen. Pretty sure that's Duck Hunt. Here we go. Let's just toss this up on the screen here. Trading Views Economic Calendar. I found this one recently. I really like this one because it's got this countdown timer. Lets you know when it's happening. You can see what's upcoming for today, throughout the day, tomorrow, etc. But we do have up next at 7:30. We got the Dallas Fed Services Index and the Revenue Index. 12:30, we got crude oil stock change. This one might be kind of important. And then tomorrow we've got the NBA 30-year mortgage rate. That's the other thing too. They give you more information on what economic reports are coming out. Not to mention, I can click this little flag here, and I can choose a bunch of different countries. It doesn't have to be the United States. I can choose Tanzania. It doesn't really matter. I can choose all these different countries and get all their economic reports. It's really, really cool, or at least a lot of them. I don't know if it's all of them, but it's a lot. Tomorrow, so this whole week is about job reports, really. But tomorrow, look how many reports we got coming out. Tomorrow is going to be a lot of reports, probably a lot of volatility. We've got mortgage applications tomorrow. That one's going to be big. The 30-year mortgage rate. The mortgage market index, mortgage refi index, mortgage purchase index. Then we have job stuff. We got ADP employment, Treasury refunding announcement, total vehicle sales. This will be really important since we're entering basically carpocalypse in terms of all the loans out there. We've got crude oil imports, crude oil stock change tomorrow. Ton of crude oil stuff tomorrow. I'm not going to read them all. Then we've also got the 17-week bill auction, which is this is for Treasury bills here. Prior was 5.3%, which is actually quite high. Treasuries are still paying a really solid return of over 5%. So if you invest in T-bills, T-notes, or whatever the other one was, T-bonds, yeah, those ones, then it's still a pretty good time, in my opinion. I don't know why it's being like, you're sharing screen, you're not sharing screen. You are, you aren't. Okay, so I did take a few trades prior to the stream. We had this nice trade here, and then we had a nice trade here. Took a little tiny one right here because it looked like there was some topping happening. After the pullback, I attempted to take another trade for another bounce up towards the Bollinger Band. We had some setups looking like on the 10-second chart, and didn't pan out. It actually began to drop pretty heavily, and I sort of got the intuition to short at this point, but I was still in this trade. So I was up 498 by the time I was here off of these three trades, and took this one that gave back about 420 in fees to the market. So up $76, about $585, exactly $585 away from our funding. It was about 160 or so before this L right here. Either way, still green on the day, so grateful and happy about that. We are getting a 5200 cross to the downside. Bears have clearly been in control through a lot of the day. Even through this bull run right here, Bears still very much had a lot of this under control. This particular trade here was quite scary because you could see after I got in, there was a liquidity grab, and then that immediately bounced. This whole thing happened within a matter of seconds. But that liquidity grab pulled this down, and I was down like $300 for a second. almost 400 actually. I think it was like 375 is what it topped at before it ripped up. So at the moment now, I would say I'm waiting for a trend reversal, but I'm kind of not, because we've already dropped. We're below the volume weighted average price. We kind of already had that trend reversal. Now we got the 5200 cross on the downside working bearishly. So if I'm looking for a reversal, it's probably going to be on the 10-second chart. And that looks like it's kind of a ways out. The 10-second is what I was looking at when I was taking this trade. So if we do get a reversal, I think this is a ways off. We're at 94. We finally broke under 4,600, and I think that's what the bears have really been pushing for since yesterday. So we'll see. Get some buying volume coming in. I wonder if we'll get room up to about 96 is my guess here. Start looking for like some 3 and 3s. Apologies for the alarms. Kind of missed this one. So the red to yellows have been kind of a little more reliable than the cyan switches, which is not normal, but it's where we're at. I think we will get a crossover here to the upside here somewhat shortly. See if I can do the math on it. Unfortunately, the price is covering the 50 moving average. It's a little hard to see. $94.47 versus 606. We're about 559 away. This is looking nice though.
Order filled.
Entered long there at 95.75. Looking to get out at 96.50, which is the top of this candle here. Immediately pulled back some. The resistance at 97. It's the main area of resistance. Should have grabbed this back here. That's pulling back already. Started to like this trade less and less. There's a lot of buy volume right there. That's a good thing. That's what we want to see. Looks like we got resistance in the 97s.
Order filled.
There's that trade. That one's good. Up 180 on the day. That's what we finished yesterday up. So our peak of the day was 498. So we gotta watch it. I gotta check on trailing max. Didn't even think about it. Trailing's at 21.49. Should be good. Nice little rip there off that doji. Which is at 575. I'm going to be focusing on like 3 and 3s, but there's a lot more volatility. So there is opportunity to take like 12 tickers, 7 tickers, things like that. It's just a matter of getting the breakout when they happen. Speaking of which, it looks like there's a breakout that may attempt up here. So the line in the sand is likely going to be this 4,600 number, but the breakout is going to be the 5,200 moving average cross. So I'm going to wait for the official cross, even though there's probably going to be a move or two in between. So I'll just have to, let go of the FOMO. You see 300 contracts just showed up out of nowhere. And out of nowhere, and out of no way, 300 contracts will arrive. Right there at 45.98. So this could get suppressed down off those contracts there. It's about 400 now for them to get through on the Bulls side. But you can see it's 100 and followed by 300. So that's a lot of contracts to shift heavily all at once. There's been 12,000 more sells than buys. So a lot more contracts on the Bears side than on the Bull side. So we'll see if that flips. A lot of contracts getting absorbed right there. As you can see, that whole 300 got absorbed. Ran into some resistance at 98.50. You can see the resistance up here at 4,600. I don't want to buy into that waiting for the push up and the rejection. Instead, I want to see the full-on cross. Because even though this in and of itself is its own little nice move, my hope is to go for a move that's a little bit more momentous, especially because of the volume and volatility on the day. What up, Tiny? What up, ZZ? What up, Kevin? Good to see y'all. Enjoy work. $5.18. So we got within $170 of earning funding this morning, and we'll get it back up there. Just going to take our time. That was a nice bounce. This is a stronger bounce than I expected. It was about 5 ticks. It's not like huge, but something. So this crossover is very close, inbound. A lot of resistance up there at 46. 4,600, 4,600.75, 4,602. So in an 8-tick range, we're talking 3,000 contracts. That's just way too much on the sell side. You can see that spoof right there that just happened at 45.96. There was a bunch of contracts on there looking like support, and then all those were pulled before it ever got near it. But I think that we are going to have an opportunity here for another rip, another breakout towards probably above 4,600 on this cross. There's a bunch of contracts showing up at 97 on the buy, I would imagine. And they just got removed or filled, but I think they got removed because there's not that many, like the volume ball here is pretty small. So on the 10-second chart, I'm going to look for a red yellow, number 1. Number 2, I'm going to look for this crossover, which is about $1.25, $1.50 away. There's the red and yellow. And you can see it puts in that little push there. This might pull back to the 200 moving average. 4,600 now with 500 contracts at it. And 98.25 coming in as support. There's 98.25. 98.25 is right down here by the 200 moving average that immediately vanished. Still about 500 contracts to get through to break through 4,600. I don't know if buyers got that. And then you can see above that, there's a ton of resistance all the way up. Now, some of those might get taken off, but we'll see. I gotta wait for the full-on cross, even though there was this move here. Just I can't rely on the chart today. I gotta follow the strategy perfectly. I should say the tactic. Well, I guess it's the overall, I don't know, strategy, operation, tactic. It's looking mighty fine, if you will. 4,600 kind of alleviating some. Next big resistance at 4,601. I would like to see a pullback to about 45.98, maybe 98.50 or so. Just down to like this 200 moving average or the EMA 35. Probably the EMA 35 would honestly be a little better. There definitely was some opportunity in through here from 97 up to like 46. There's the pullback. That's the pullback I was looking for right there. Pretty quick bounce off that. 98.75 was where that ended up as. Now, if I buy here, I'm buying into resistance at both 4,600 and the volume weighted average price. So it's a little bit of a sketchy zone. 4,602 it has 2,000 contracts, 2,400 contracts. It's crazy. Because that's like hardly anything above where we're currently at. So there's that cross. TTM is on the decline. I don't just want to blindly purchase on the crossover. Look for a proper entry. And that looks like it's going to be right here.
Order filled.
In at 98.50. I'm going to get out at 4,600, 46 and a quarter. Most of the resistance is from 4601 or 4600.75. So I'm just looking to get out right before that. Basically, I'm looking to get out of the volume weighted average price, which was the peak of this candle here. It's 99.75. We just need 2 more ticks out of this. There's 46. Tap my sell, but no fill. So that tap my sell order did not fill it. Guess I should have got out of 4,600 because now it's pulling back. We're going to put this at 99.75. Unfortunately, I may have missed my opportunity. And I really hope that's not the case. Because now we're pulling into some red territory. I was worried if I was going for a slightly too much on that particular trade. At least we have a pretty decent entry. Reduce my order to 99.75, which I think this will hit pretty easily.
Order filled.
Yeah, there it is. So that was 187.50. We're back up 358 on the day. Here's 4,600, and this will there's my original sell. So I could have just held through that. I ended up having to hold through it anyway, so could have just pulled another 75 out of that. Looks like I could have pulled even more, but you know, gotta take profits. So I think we're about to get a nice big rip here. So look at the 20-second chart. So 20-second, we're going to be looking for this 5,200 crossover inbound. We're going to be looking at the 200 moving averages resistance. Also the VWAP as resistance. Not to mention, we've got about 2,300 contracts sitting up there at 4,604. And just working our way down on the volume side. Below that, pulling back down below 4,600. Fair amount of contracts coming in from 4,601 all the way up through 4,603. Just gonna check in with y'all. What up, Antonio? Good to see you. Yes, like. Antonio knows what's up. I'm gonna throw you up here on the screen. Antonio, like. You know what's up, man. And good morning to you as well. So we're up about 358 on the day. Almost got our trailing max back to full. We only took that one loss, but it was kind of a larger loss, unfortunately. Yeah, it's 412.50 plus some fees came out to 421.50. But as our only loss, we got 3 wins and 1 loss. I don't think that's correct. I think we got 4 wins. The reports have been slow today. I don't know why. So that did pull back like we thought it would. Struggling on the VWAP. Pretty sure sellers are still really outsized on buyers. Yeah, by 13,000 contracts. That's a lot. Resistance back at 4,600 area. Really, it's 99.75. Band there. And in a way, I'm tempted to buy it on the low. But in another more accurate way, I'm not. Because I'd rather buy it on what I can tell is going to be a pop or drop. By the way, if anybody gets that Simpsons reference, you are the winner. But in another more accurate way, Barney is the winner. $97.50 looks like it's gonna be a capitulation point. It may push up to 99, 99.75, 99 though. Holding about 700 contracts of resistance, and 99.75 about 1,000. So it looks like we're gonna come up and test this 4,600 zone again. But 20-second chart isn't quite ready there with the TTM. Let's take a look at the 1, the 3, and the 5. So 1 minute is working on. There's that nice push up. That's what I was waiting for. 1 minute's working on a 5,200 cross on the upside. It's a little ways out. The 3 minute, which I have not looked at today, 3 minutes on a red to yellow TTM. And man, I could have prevented this L right here if I just looked at the 3 minute chart. That original L. The original L. Just because I could see the 200 moving average right there on the 3 minute chart if I just looked. And we could see that we were running into resistance on it right here. So checking the 5. Five-minute TTM's still on red. Needs to switch from red to yellow on the 5. Also, it's kind of a long ways on the moving averages too, in terms of like the 9, 12, and 26, which are kind of shorter time frames for the moving averages. Chart's looking like spaghetti right now. So many moving averages on the screen at the moment. A little cleaner on the 10-second chart. Well, that was a pretty nice move right there from 97.75 up to 99. How you guys been doing today? You guys red, green, purple? You guys going a little sideways at the moment. I think that we're gonna pop up through the VWAP again here. We do. I think we got room up to about 602, I'm guessing. There's a nice big pop there off 97.75 again. Seems like 97.75 is support. I want to check this on the 20. Another bid here.
Order filled.
Entered at 600.75. I'm looking to get at 602. 602 has about 600, about 500 contracts now on it. Hitting resistance at 601.50, which is at 600.75. So it's 2 ticks on the up. There was 601.75. There was my order right there, but no fill.
Order filled.
Took it off at 601.50. I dropped it 2 ticks to make 112.50 on that. Up 462 on the day. Made back almost everything we lost. And we're exactly 199.50 away from earning funding. Good amount of resistance up there at 46.03. I'm going to try and pull this book map out a little bit. I can tell you that I wish that I could manipulate the size of the chart, because I don't really need all this information down here. I just kind of need to narrow in on from like 97 up to like 47, like 4605 or so. I really wish I could just kind of grab it and pull it down. That'd be very useful. Pulling back to VWAP, you can see a lot of orders just showed up there. 4602.25 is likely going to be the next line in the sand. You can see 4604 is kind of heavy. Yeah, I wanted to see up to 4605. You can see a lot of the orders are starting to stack up here by like in the 4 to 5 range. So that kind of looks good in terms of actually moving forward. We're about to get another 5200 moving average crossover. You can see right there on the 1 minute side, which is a good one to take. $200. What do we need to make on that? It's 6 ticks. Really is what we need. It'd be better to go a 3 and 3. Try to get an entrance there at 1.25, no fill. Just looking to get out on this rip right here. Would have been a nice hundo. Just couldn't get the fill. It was a very nice pullback to VWAP. This is almost textbook right there. Down to 4600 and up to 4602. We got room up to 350 and 4. I would love to see one more pullback, but you can see how many buy orders are showing up here. So I'd like to see a pullback to about 4601.50. Really kind of like where this resistance was. Okay, there's the pullback. Let's see if this gets bought up. Because 1 minute side, we've got the cross, but we don't really have the TTM. Plus, we got the VWAP resistance. Plus. I think 4605 is going to be pretty strong resistance and challenging for this to break above. So that's going to be an area to watch out for, in my opinion. Tried to get another entry out 4601.25 and missed it.
Order filled.
In at 4602, looking to get out at 4602.75. And I already don't like this trade. The original trade idea was the one that I wanted. And I think I kind of chased this a little bit because I got tired of leaving these on the table. And I don't want to step up in my contract size or try and average in today. It's just way too volatile for that. There was 250 there. Again, I'm trying to get out at 275. 350 is heavy resistance. not playing out the way I want. I'm going to just try and get out with a single tick. And it's already pulling back. Son of a... Come on. Going back and forth on this. Currently down 5 ticks in this. I think I got FOMO, chased it. Yep. Like to see this push up towards like 4603-ish, but that's too much of a drop. Son of a crap. Come on. Pretty much gave back all my profits again on the day. Going back and forth on this. A lot of volatility, man. And 4600 is acting as way too strong of resistance. I probably should have cut this right here. Really, I should have got out right there when I had a very small op, but it was very, very small, that opportunity. Yeah, buyer support's gone. I gotta cut this now. I'm out.
Order filled.
Another fat loss on that. That puts me negative on the day. Red 185. And trailing max goes to 1785. Bottom tick that too. Kind of a frustrating day. I think maybe I'm pushing a little too hard to try and earn the funding. Maybe that's what's happening. Whatever the case is, I've been green close to $500 a few times now. Twice. And so now it's like, now I'm looking at it to the point where I'm like, all right, if I can get green like $200, I'll probably call it right there. I totally bottom ticked that, and this thing's coming back. It's very, very frustrating. I hate bottom ticking, man. That was a big loss too, actually. It was like $5. I've earned in profit trades, I've earned $937.50, and in losses, well, that doesn't make sense. $412.50. Oh, it's not counting my last one. I don't know why it's like data is slow on this today. I think maybe I'll log out and log back in. Bro, I'm purple. One sec, yeah. I'm gonna log out and log back in on Apex because it's moving slower than I want it to. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm dealing with overtrade issues today, mainly because I'm trying to hit that last like $150 that keep coming in within the range of earning that funding. And so I'm like, that's like one trade. And I can tell that I'm doing that. Massive volatility today. Kind of wish there was a little bit less. I like to trade the volatility, but kind of wish it was just a little bit less, a little more predictable. The bears are just out way too heavy. And when they get on it too, they just go a little over the top. All right, I logged out and logged back into Trade See if it's tracking my sales. Or yeah, it is. Yeah, so I've lost 1050 on the day and I've earned 937.50. Add in fees, equals out to where we're at. Can't believe I bottom ticked that, man. It's all good. So 2154 out of 3K. $846. Looks like we're about to squeeze to the short side. We're here at the top of the hour, 8:03. See what took place with the economic info. So today we had construction spending today, which is less than what was forecasted. You can see the construction slowdown was quite a bit because the prior was 1.1%, forecast was 0.6, the actual was 0.5. We had manufacturing numbers today. The job openings. The forecast was 9.61 million. We had 9.58 million job openings. Apparently, we got 9.5 million jobs available in the United States. Go grab one if you need one. All right, let's see if we get some support off this 98 area. We're below this 200 moving average, so I don't really like that. But this 97, 75, 97.50 zone has acted as support several times. Right there. Definitely plenty of moves going short. We can look for a red yellow on the 1. Or we could just grab this. Pull back to 98. Wait for the crossover again on the 10-second. There's the bottom of the Bollinger on the 1 minute, which it bounced off of nicely at 97. Moving averages are working their way down though. Resistance at 99. It's about 700 contracts. Bounce at 97, okay. Resistance at 99, 01, 0250, and 03. I think if we break through 99, we'll get a run up to about 4,600.5 or so. So really, I guess I'm looking for a red yellow on the 1 minute side. As it stands currently, the 50 is still above the 200 moving average, so that would still look pretty solid. Bounce off 97 again. Enjoying the bid. In at 99.
Order filled.
I'm looking for a move up to 4,600.75. Might have been a mistake to do that. I hope it's not a chase. Might have bought into that ascension. Kind of banking on the red to yellow on the 1. There's a yellow there. I want to see that move up to 4601. $99.50 resistance. We gotta break through 4,600. There's 46 right there. We gotta break like heavily through this. Make another run towards the VWAP. We get about, oh my gosh. Jeez, that suppression though. Try to get out of 99.75, I guess. It's 2 ticks away from my sell. Maybe I'm going for too big of swings. That looked like a solid move. Pulling back now. Don't pull back. Come on now. Let's see if I can get out of 99.75, which would be a 3 ticker worth $100. It's not the original move. But at this point, I'm just looking for accuracy. Okay. Oh, wow. Volatile trading day, man. Really, really volatile. All right, gotta cut this again. I'm out.
Order filled.
Down 418.50 on the day. I think I might have to be done for the day. Just because I've been up $500 twice, and now I'm down 400. I don't know if that's over trading or really just a lot of the moves didn't play out in full, and that's very disappointing. I'm trying to think how to approach the rest of the day. It's right 8:15, so about 15 minutes we'll likely get that volume push. My guess is it's going to be the upside based off of the crossover movement, but the rest of the movement is just, I mean, we're very much range trading, but we're range trading with like a ton of contracts, like a huge amount of volume, which is honestly making the range a lot less reliable. We've only lost 3 trades, but those 3 trades work out to a loss of $1,275 because the drops have been huge. Whereas the wins is sitting at $937.50. I think we're going to need to see a longer term breakout in order to really see the moves have some strength to it. There's the bottom of the Bollinger Band. You want to stick with a 3 and 3 and not deviate, just because I've had too many of them get really close to playing out, only to be like 1 to 2 ticks away, or even tapping my sell order and not selling. 2 of the losses that I took or because it tapped the sell order but never filled. You pull back to the 96s. Low of the day down there at 91.50. We could come down and test these lows. We'll see. Really surprised this run here never came up and tested 46.01. Definitely a bearish day. Still about 15,000 more sells than buyers. See if 95 acts as support. You got a pretty decent amount of contracts sitting there. Probably act as a little bounce, but I think this is going to continue to drop down to like 90, 93.50, maybe 94. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and walk away from the stream at this point. I might still trade today, just not necessarily live on stream. So much love and appreciation, y'all. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time, and also in the Discord community. So we'll see y'all then. Peace out for now.